guys, and welcome back to an actor's notebook. Now, I know I'm not in like my usual attire or whatever, and I'm sorry that I couldn't do my makeup or anything really nice for you guys today, but I came to talk to you guys because I have something very important to say. Something that I think any artist, actor, person, human being needs to know. I mean, I don't care if you're not even an artist, if you have no creative bones in your body. Here's something that you need to know, and it's pretty important. So let's get into it. Before I start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Now, here we go, down deep into the business. I would like to start out by saying that acting isn't necessarily a choice that people just choose, that they just want to have. They just want to be an actor. Like they're like, oh, this might be fun. I'm going to choose to do this with my life. This is going to be my career. No, that's not exactly how it happens. The people who say they do it for fun or whatever like that, don't get me wrong, it is fun. But people who are like, oh, I just took it up on a whim and I just thought maybe I'd try it. I've always been really interested in it and then just doing it for fun. Yeah, no, those people probably have already been privileged in some way. Maybe they grew up with people who were casting directors. Maybe they are Instagram famous and now they want to be actors or whatever it is. Those people oftentimes jump into roles very easily. They get roles very easily. And that's why they can be like, oh, it's just fun. It's just something I picked up on a whim. Most people are working and getting rejected more times in one day than somebody else would have in their entire life. That's just the life of an artist. You are rejected constantly, whether, and sometimes it has nothing to do with your talent or your hard work. You can be working harder than anyone else in the game and still not be noticed. Just a simple fact, because maybe you don't look the right way for this specific character, or maybe you don't have the right following. I mean, I know that some casting directors say they don't look at people who don't have 5K on Instagram. So if you don't have 5,000 followers, it doesn't matter how talented you are, because you're not going to be able to use your platform to like promote the show that you're going to be in. I mean, it's smart business, but kind of crappy if you have no idea how to work social media, which means you have to learn how to work social media. Now, as an actor, you have to be good at promoting yourself through websites, promoting yourself through social medias. You have to have basically all the social medias and have all the followings. Not only that, but you have to constantly be in classes, which costs money. You have to constantly be bettering yourself. You have to constantly be doing shows, most of which, when you're first starting out, they're going to be no pay because you have no background. So you have that, your resume is blank, you need to add to your resume, you have to do work for no pay, then you have to spend all your extra money on classes or workshops or showcases. I mean, if you think about how much work goes into being an actor, do you really think that someone would just wake up one day and be like, you know what, acting seems really fun, I want to do this for my career, I want to be broke for a majority of my career and just be doing a lot of odd jobs and jumping around from job to job, because you jump around also as an actor to different theaters, and every time you go to a different theater, while even if you're getting paid for that, you might not be getting paid enough, so you pick up another odd job here or there. Most people don't say, oh yes, that is what I want to do with my life, unless they have this desire, like deep within, like this dream, like this hunger, this need to do this love for this art form, this love for people and becoming people and understanding why we love and how we love and all of these different complexities that make up a human being. Those people who feel those types of ways, those people are the ones who are really in this, you know what I mean? Those are your average people who want to become actors. And you'll hear things all the time about people who are like, oh, well, from people who aren't actors. You'll hear, oh, well, I had this friend who decided that she was going to be an actor and she got picked up right away. So how come you just don't do that? Well, great for her. I am super happy for her. Um, yeah, that's not normal. It's just not everyone's story. Everyone doesn't decide when they're 30 that they're going to do this, and they do a couple films, and then next thing you know, they get picked up and they become a hit and they're in the Tyler Perry series. I hear that from my aunts. I hear that from friends who don't know anything about the industry. And then you also have parents who'll be like, well, you're going to make no money. Well, we know we're not going to make any money. You don't do this for the money. You have to be comfortable within yourself and in your life to be like, if I never make any money from this, would I still want to do it? And if the answer is yes, then you do it and you find another way to make money and you keep acting. Acting is still your career. Even if you don't make money from it, it can still be your career, and then your side career can be the one that gives you money. Acting can be the one that fulfills your life and makes you feel alive. So this is just I guess a PSA to everyone out there who thinks that maybe acting can just be like something that you decide to do and it should be super easy, or you only do it to get money and to be rich and famous. If you want to be rich and famous nowadays, there's so many other ways to be rich and famous. Okay, be an Instagram model. Well, that's the most common way. If we're gonna be honest, I have nothing against Instagram models. They look beautiful. They work on their body. They get to do things. I am here for it. If that's what you want, be a YouTube sensation. Now that's hard too. I'm not gonna lie, that is hard. But find content that people will actually like, not necessarily what I'm doing. But I don't know, couple games and stuff like that. That's a hit. I like to watch that when I'm like chilling. But don't just automatically be like, I'm gonna be an actor. And be like, I'm gonna get discovered and this is gonna be super easy. Now, if it is easy for you, I am so happy for you. But on a average scale for people who want to be actors, it takes a lot of hard work. And so if you want to just be famous, or if you are dealing with family members who think that it's super easy to be an actor, you can sit down and have them watch this video and let them know that no, it's not easy. It's not easy. You take so much time, so much of your money, and also just a lot of your mental, physical, emotional health. You're dealing with situations where you are rejected over and over again, more often than not because of your looks. And you have to hear that over and over again. And there's just a certain point where you get to a point where you're just like, yeah, I can't deal with this right now. And you take that moment and you have to try and mentally get yourself right, emotionally get yourself right, and just go back out there to maybe hear the same things over and over again about, oh, you're not right for this role. Oh, we're really looking for someone white or with blonde hair or da da da. And you're like, well, I can't change my skin. I can't change my hair color. Is there any roles out there for a young black girl? Slim pickings, I'm going to be honest with you. Slim pickings. And then when there are, they want you to have a name behind you, but you don't get that name because you can't find roles. Like, it's just a lot. So you have to be self-aware and confident in yourself and understand that maybe this just isn't your time, and understand that sometimes it has nothing to do with your talent, but that's just the way that acting is. That's just the industry. And it's not easy. And it's not something that most people just jump like straight into. It takes a lot of hard work, especially if you have been wanting to do it forever and you love it and you give it everything. That's the best you can ask for. It's just to give your career and your passion everything and get your money on the side and ask yourself, if I never make money from this, will I still want to do it? If the answer is yes, then keep going in your path. If the answer is no, pick something else. If I could do anything else, It's not because I'm incapable. It's just because my heart would not be in anything else. But if I could do anything else for an overall career, not like a something on the side to make money, if I could do anything else where I wouldn't have to worry about acting again, where I wouldn't have to worry about my mental, emotional, physical health that goes along with being an actress, if I didn't have to worry about the rejections ever again, if I didn't have to worry about basically all the struggles and all the money issues that come with wanting to be an artist. If I never had to worry about that again because I love something just as much as I loved acting, I would do it. Not gonna lie. But I don't. There's nothing else in the world for me. This is it. And if this is it for you, then do it. I tell people, because I have like young kids come up to me, their parents bring them to me. Say if you're just finishing a show or they know that you've done this sort of work, you'll have parents, they'll be like, my kid wants to act, come on, tell Jimmy or whatever, I'm not going to tell you the name of the children, but tell them what it's like. And if sometimes I have to be honest, I had a young black boy and I said, it's going to be hard for you. It's a hard career. It'll be hard for you to find a lot of work. You are a man, so it'll be easier than being a black female, but it might be a little challenging, and you have to be up for that challenge. And the parent looked at me like I just destroyed a kid's dreams. No, let me tell you something. You need to tell them what, like, what's what in the world. If it's gonna be hard, if it's gonna be a challenge, tell them that up front. If they are still interested, be like, listen, if you love it, if you really love it, it'll be amazing. It'll be hard as hell, but it will be worth it. So, yeah, that's what I have to say for you all today. And I'm sorry, I know my videos are a lot, very uplifting and everything like that, but I cannot get over when people are like, oh, I had a friend who just did this one show and now she's blowing up, or I know someone who does casting for Tyler Perry and she says it's super easy to get a role, or oh, I know someone who's in HBO, they just landed it and it's so cool, they just out of the blue, it worked for them, and it's only been 6 months since they decided to be an actor. That is great for them. People hear those stories and they assume that that's how this career works, but that's not it. Being an artist has a lot of trials and tribulations. And as an artist, we feel crap real deeply, okay? It's not like we're immune to it. We have to have tougher skin than most people. We know the industry, we know the game that we're playing, and more importantly, we know our art, and we love our art, and we will fight for our art. And it's that fight and it's that drive that makes us who we are and that keeps us in the path of our dreams. So even if people are telling you these stories and they just assume that is how acting and the life of an artist should be, it should just come to you and it, what I mean, and it should just be super easy, or they're expecting you to be like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing life, I travel for a living and da 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 da. Traveling is also hard. Picking up and moving your life is hard. You know what I mean? It's fun. I've seen great places, but it's also hard, and if you're going to do it, you need to know the struggles that come with being an artist. And it shouldn't be sugar-coated to you. So, that's all I have to say. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'm sorry if this is a bit of a downer, but I just want to be honest with you guys. Because, listen, Linda, okay? Listen. I'm sick of all these this cloud of beautifulness over the industry and being an artist. Let's be real. It's difficult. But if it's for you, it's for you, and you will fight for it. Now, don't get me wrong. If sometimes you realize you're like, I can't fight anymore, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't love it and that you're not interested. It just means that you may need a breather. Because like I said, we get rejections on a daily basis. It can disrupt our mental and emotional health. You have to check in with yourself. just might be a red flag that you're not checking in with yourself. So that's all I have to say for you guys. I hope that these notes for today have helped you. Subscribe to An Actor's Notebook, and I love you guys. I'll see you next time.